Thank you so much for joining me today for the Global Stampin' Video Hop, where a number of demonstrators from around the world come together and we do a hop on YouTube. So this month theme is about stepping up our cards. So I'm just going to do a bit of a fancier card for you, using various different techniques and some that I haven't actually tried before, so this could be interesting. I'm starting with Starry Sky, and I'm going to get my blending brush. And this is some watercolour paper which I've cut in half. So Stampin' Up! Sell watercolour paper, and I'm just using this, starting off my page and then rubbing it onto the paper. So I'm going to build up the colour as I go and just use whatever's on the brush. So I've got a streak there, but hopefully I can cover that up when I come to do the next part of the technique. Now that I've blended all that colour on the watercolour paper, I'm just going to squirt some water into my hand and I'm going to throw it onto the paper. This is quite random, you're never quite sure where it's going to land. Okay, now I've bought my salt, and I'm using really fancy salt, but I'm going to see if this effect works. So you add salt to the water part. This could be a bit brave, but we'll see what happens. So the salt soaks up the water, hopefully. Just going to shuffle that around a little bit. And it's supposed to make a nice effect. This might not work, but let's just see what happens. I'm going to let it naturally dry, and then I'm going to work on the next pieces of my card. I'm using the Elephant Parade stamp set, and this cute little elephant here who is in the sitting position. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it onto some basic white cardstock. And I'm using the black Memento ink. And if you've got any shadows going on here, don't worry about that because I'm going to die cut it. But if you do get that and you can still see it on your stamp, you can just simply cut away your stamp so that it doesn't show up when you come to stamp it again. To colour in my little fella, I'm going to use grey granite, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Blends. And then going in with a lighter colour afterwards. There's our cute little fella all coloured in. So there's matching dies to go with this, so nice and easy. You can just go ahead and find the matching die. I'll run this through my machine and cut this little guy out. And there he is, all die cut out. So the other things that I wanted to use are the little pieces of grass that come in the same set, and I'm going to cut those out of some Starry Sky. So that's those, and then there's another die cut that I wanted to use, and this was the Enchanting Details dies, and I'm going to run these dies through here with some silver foil. Okay, there we go. Now the other great thing is that there's some tiny little stars that pop out from these cutouts here, which I've kept. And I've also gone ahead and cut out a tiny little bow, which I'm going to pop on the elephant's hair, like so. I'm going to bring back my salty mesh to see if it's made any difference. I don't know if you need to wait longer for it to dry. I'm just going to tip it off because I haven't got the patience to wait any longer. Okay, it's not made an absolutely huge impact on the watercolour paper, and I've got no idea if I'm doing that right, but I quite like the effect. So what I thought I would do is have the stars, the swag coming up from the top there. We're going to hang our moon here as well, and the little house. Now the house will dangle quite low, the birdhouse, so I think I might just chop it a bit and hang it a bit higher. Actually, if I hang it to the top, that should be okay. I think metallic, any kind of metallic on a card can really help to step it up and to make it even grander than just using plain coloured paper. So watercolour paper, die shapes, chuck it all on. You get a nice stepped up card. So I'm going to put this right to the top of my card. I think I might chop that border off so it looks as if it's hanging on the picture. Yep, I like that, that's better. And then we're going to have the elephant on a bit of a grassy mound down here. If I want to get more dimension on the card, I like to put dimension on part of my stamped image, not all of it. So I'm going to have the bottom half of the elephant flat and then just the head on dimensionals. I've gone ahead and cut out another bow because I wanted to see what it'd look like if the elephant had two bows, but I think we'll go with one. I think it looks cuter. To make an even more starry sky, I'm going to add some more shiny embellishments and basic rhinestones right into the stars. And I've got these red and green adhesive backed pearls, and I thought we could use some of these silvery colour ones. And I've got these solid faceted gems. And although these I think are supposed to be Night of Navy, I think they go with this starry sky colour really well. This just adds another kind of look to your card. So talking of sparkle, I'm going to add some splashes of Winkers Stella, particularly on the top half, to make it look particularly sparkly and shiny in the sky. I've cut myself a border which I've gutted out because I like to save on the card and it just helps on the bulk, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and this just will fit my picture on nicely. So just to give it some more interest, I'm just going to run this through the die cutting machine. I think it's greenery or stitchery die shape, so I'm just going to give some pattern to that. There we go. So I'm going to stick that on top, and just to complete the look, I've got some silver thread which I'm going to use to thread up the side here and just tie a bow. I'm going to make sure this is absolutely secure by just popping on a glue dot underneath so the bow doesn't slip out or move around. And there's my stepped up card today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do check out all the other people in the hop. The list will be below, so just follow in the description. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribing. I'd love for you to be add me to your subscriber list. Take care, have a great day, and bye for now.